Hi everybody, it's Tim here. I want to show you a couple decks from my card deck collection. I've got a whole bunch that I'm going to get into in later videos, but I want to focus on what are some really kind of quirky and different card decks that I have in my collection. This one is one of the most unique that I've ever seen, and somebody could look at it all day long and not understand, not realize or determine or pick out what's different about this deck of cards. The secret is, it's just genius. The back deck of each card is one of those visual images that if you stare at and let your eyes go numb, an image pops out at you. And on the back is the name of every card. So it reveals what the card is if you're good enough to be able to decipher images. So some of those books that you see, they did it in a newspaper where you stare at it and you kind of just go blank stare and all of a sudden an image pops out. It's a 3D image. That's what this entire deck is made of. Very genius. By the way, I can't do that. This one is just a novelty. There's nothing really special about this except for the box that I can't open. It's pretty cool. They are simply plastic cards that are clear. And when you've got a fan of these and you're kind of looking through them, you can see what's behind them, except for the indices that tell you what cards they are. Oh, I'm losing that deck. So that is a transparent deck. This guy is just it's a simple card case, card protection case used to go over a deck of cards. If you're going to put it in your pocket, keeps it nice and firm if you're going to sit on it, or if you're going to travel and you got a deck of cards that you don't want to get messed up. Nice and metal, nice and sturdy. I'm left-handed, and a lot of people ask me, what's it like to be left-handed? Actually, no one does. I tell them. I tell people what it's like to be left-handed, and I say it's a cruel, cruel world to be left-handed because certain things are meant for a righty. Decks of cards are meant for right-handers. And people laugh when I say that. Yeah. But if I'm playing poker and I take a right-handed deck and I'm going to look at my cards, and I go to fan them, you can't see what cards these are. A lefty needs to, in the left hand, take and manually get all the cards to see them. So once again, you get dealt the cards. Lefty will do this to go see what they have, and either they got to look down here or not see. So, as you might imagine, a left-handed deck is a deck that has an indication on all four corners. And these are special decks for left-handers. So no matter what hand you are, fanning out right hand or left hand, you're going to get the indication. Yes, folks, left-handed deck of cards. A couple more. Another one that I think is pretty cool is a completely, really non-logical, non-functional round deck of cards. Try fanning these. These are playing cards that are round with the indices all the way around the edges. So literally, however you hold your fan, you're going to see them. It's just very awkward and different and somewhat novelty. And finally, this is a special deck of cards that I use in my kids' shows or any shows. It's made by Fox Lake. And what it does is it allows you to do tricks with a deck of cards that make it appear as though you've been playing for years. Years and years of practice. But the truth is, this deck of cards is made with a string in between every card. So when it's laid out, it's actually, you can do a lot of cool stuff with it, but it simply is a deck connected by a string. And that's some of the quirky ones from my collection. Thanks for watching. I'm Tim.